All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the live commentated part of my offseason in my Dolphins franchise. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start at resignings, and we're going to work our way into free agency, and the draft is a whole separate video because that's extra special. You guys know I love the draft and everything like that, and it's its own video for that exact reason. So we don't have a lot of resignings, but the one we do have is major, and that's Dayon Buchanan. He was obviously fantastic for us last year. Great speed, great zone, great everything pretty much. So definitely want to keep him around, but so I did make a mistake, I'm going to admit, earlier in the season. I don't remember when, but I accidentally turned off the salary cap. Wait, what? Oh, it's back on. So apparently we have salary cap now. So Kevin Hogan doesn't even want to come here, so we're not going to bother with him. Just don't. We're just going to move on. Travis Feeney for 1 year for $2 million. He didn't see the field at all. He was on the practice squad, obviously, but I think that even at this rate, I think that Travis Feeney is not developing quite the way that I wanted him to. I played him at safety in year one, and that was an interesting experiment. I thought he played pretty well there, but when I moved him back to linebacker, he wasn't really the same, but I guess we could try moving him back to safety and using him as def. Obviously, he's looking actually pretty good in terms of safety stats and everything like that, and he has, the height and weight to play safety, so I think we're going to re-sign him because he's cheaper. This is 100% certain. He is cheaper. He's not cheaper than these guys. Okay, so now we have to actually see which safety we want or safety in Travis Feeney's case. In that case, but one guy I do want to bring back, Parker Morrison. I feel like he looks pretty good, and he's developing in a very, very positive manner, so that's good. So let's go ahead and re-sign Parker Morrison. We have about $38 in cap room anyways, so let's go ahead and make this offer to him a little bit lower than what he wants. I don't want to completely lowball it, though, and thank you. He does accept for 1 year, so we're probably going to throw him back on the squad or something and see what he does there, because we do have the option to do so. And Glenn Gronkowski, he's a fullback. If he accepts this offer, he accepts it, but if he doesn't, great. So Super Bowl champs, everybody wants to stay here. And Craig Leary, he doesn't really fit our scheme. I had a lot of fun developing him, but I think for that price, I think that it's probably not going to be our best interest to bring him back, so I'm going to go ahead and decline. Taylor Page Moss, another one of those guys. He's fantastic. He reminds me a lot of an undrafted version of the defensive end, Luke Patterson, that I got earlier on, with a lot more speed, substituted for the strength, of course, and a lot of pass rush ability, but he has been working on his run-stopping ability, but it hasn't really come together, and for that price, he's probably going to go somewhere else, and he could actually see the field. So going ahead and declining that, we're not really seeing eye-to-eye negotiations. I would pay him, at max $2 million a season to come back and be a, serviceable pass rusher that never plays. So that's my theory on that. So now it's into these guys. What do they want? So Chester, in my opinion, I think he has the best skill set out of all of these guys. Obviously, Feeney's going to absolutely destroy them in all the hit power stats, and I think that it's important to note that Chester is 5'10", 200. Pippins is 208, 5'11", and he's more of a free safety, in my opinion, with that speed as well as zone coverage with the hit power. So pursuit can be developed. That's my thing. And he has decent hit power. It's just not up there with Feeney. And the issue I have with Freddie Chester, not a lot of speed and a lot of areas that can be developed elsewhere. I think the main part of his game here is his combination of, zone coverage, tackle, and, well, that's about it. And then pursuit can be developed, obviously, but his hit power, that takes a lot of work to develop, and it's just not there for what I want it to be. So Freddie Chester, I don't think I want you back at all. Not that Michael Jackson song, but, actually don't want you to come back to this team. Matt Darr, this is easy. Pro Bowl punter. I mean, what else? What more could you want? Matt Darr, 99 kick accuracy after that development episode last episode. So here it is, and we do get Matt Darr back, so that's fantastic. Not going anywhere else, and I think that's great. And let's see. Feeney would be beneficial to bring back because I feel like he's been a great developmental player. He can move to safety. He can do all this type of stuff. He can play safety and linebacker, which is always a plus for me. And he's from Washington, which is like my dream school. So, Travis Feeney, I signed him year one. Can't really play man, but how much man do I really play? Honestly, I don't blitz very often, and when I do, it's typically like a zone blitz or some crap like that. So I think for this scheme, with that hit power and the speed that's already there, that doesn't have to be developed, and all the potential he already has, he can develop that zone coverage, and he'll be like top-notch safety. Like, I'm talking Deone Buchanan 2.0. So Travis Feeney, I think I'm going to go ahead and welcome you back to the team for 195. And he accepts. So he's willing to take a $0.4 million discount to come back. And this is the big one. Deone Buchanan. I don't want to pay him that much. I understand the importance of a safety, but honestly, he is not worth that much money in my opinion. Also, he's from Washington State, so no, I'm kidding. Washington State's a pretty good school sometimes. I'm gonna insult him real fast here so I can tag him. That's what I want to do. That's my plan. Okay, cool. Go ahead, tag him. 1 year, $8.32 million. That's just 1 year, so don't worry about that. That's fine. And I think we're done. We're done? See, we're done. Okay, cool. There's going to be like no one there. Drew Brees is the number one free agent. We have Adrian Peterson there, Brandon Marshall, Morgan Moses, and I see a former Dolphin, actually, Koa Misi right there. So, Koa was a guy who, I'd like to tell you a story about this. I think we traded him. He was involved in like this first round pick deal. The thing with him, though, he's balanced, but he's got no speed. That was my problem with him the whole entire time. No speed, no coverage. Not my type of guy. Which, that's fine. Nothing against Koa. Just about business. Here's the, Leo Sanders Destroyer. I'm sure that upped his market value. He's actually really good. Damn. 5.1 over 3 years. I mean, hey, I'll take it. Whatever. Boyle. Actually, I consider that a pretty massive upgrade over Brait. That run blocking is probably better than I could have asked for. Let's do it. You know what? I think a 2-year deal for like 6 points. Everybody hates it when I underpay players, but he's a role player. You can't pay that much for a blocking tight end. You can't draft a blocking tight end either. Those are the number 1 and the number 2 rules. What the fuck is wrong with my cap room? You guys see that shit right there? 2.1. It's fucking up. I don't know what's going on. But I have way more cap room than that. I promise. Because you saw it was like 38. Something weird like that. It's probably down to about 30. Leary accepted. That's good. I don't know what I need to do here. I'm going to go ahead and scout actually first. Take a look at that huge receiver that we were looking at earlier. Waddle. Not good. I don't know why I watched him. I probably did that on accident. Speed receiver. Not a lot of speed. Not a lot of hands. That's a good player. His talent level doesn't show it, but I think that his route running might be a little bit poor, and you can get that up. He's going to be about, I'd say 92 speed. Not 92 speed, but like 90 speed, which is fantastic. He's got a good vertical jump. He's 6'6". I think he's what we want Frank Sharp to be, that Frank Sharp, honestly, let's face it, will never be. Fuck. God damn it. Someone's trying to take my original player. That's okay. Whatever. We got Nick Boyle, and that means that we trade, we get rid of Cameron Brate entirely. So, goodbye. Add a trade block. Probably going to get rid of you by next week. Probably going to happen. And Joe Thuney. No surprise there. He's already on the trade block, so that's pretty cool. So they're looking at him. Same with Judon, Randall, etc. Whatever. All right, guys. So that's it for free agency. I will see you in the draft period, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. Thanks for watching.